So I thought I took the garbage out earlier today, but it turns out it's still smells of garbage in here. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, squaddies. There's already a 200-strong crowd in live chat tonight. I'm sure you cannot wait to get your voices heard. Before you do, I have to welcome the squad. PG Tips, Amanda Princess Guna, Kelvin Lewis's daughter. Welcome.
Well,
I spoke to your dad during this game. I spoke to your father.
So did I, but I didn't think we'd have much to talk about until after half time. And then all of a sudden, bang. Hello.
And welcome to my podcast brother from another mother, Mr. Super Kevin Campbell.
Well, what I've got to say is I never watched the first half because I was working. So
You're lucky.
I only could start watching it from the second half.
You're lucky.
So, yeah, by the looks of things,
you missed the best bit, Kev. You missed the best bit.
Well, I'm sure I'll hear about it because it didn't sound great.
Okay.
Well,
good evening to everybody. Good evening to the squaddies. I'm going to try and get to all your comments already. I'm even trying to do my banner right now, but I don't give a shit about the banner because it's going to say Villarreal 1-2, Arsenal 1. Welcome to the late night football show. It's the Europa League semi-final. Have your voice heard in our football democracy. Are we going to make it? So, PG, I'll start with you so Kev can find his second half feet here. We all said on this show, and even you Arteta faithfuls agreed with me last night, literally, that Xhaka should not start at left back. But I would like to preface this by saying Xhaka starting at left back isn't the reason we lost the game, but it's also one of the reasons why we maybe didn't win the game. PG, when you saw the lineup, what were your thoughts?
I was just trying to find my Ethernet cable. Oh God,
People still use those things.
I don't know if it's called that. I don't know where it is, but I need it. I don't know. I'll find it in a minute. Okay, yeah, very, very disappointed in the lineup. Really didn't want to say it on social media or anywhere. I said to Carl, what the fuck is he doing? You do not do an experiment and a semi-final game like this. I did not understand most of it, and I still don't. And I'm here, and I will be criticising today's match like I always do. I'll praising it.
Xhaka do you still trust the process?
Yes, but I don't understand tonight. I really don't get what he was trying to do. Xhaka at left back is okay against Burnley, not against Villarreal, but we did all say that last night, didn't we? We were convinced that Cedric was going to play. We all knew Leno would play, even though you lot didn't want him to. I said I thought he would. I didn't understand much what went up. I mean, I did joke that we actually played like Man City without a striker. And I thought it was quite funny.
Tried. PG, the word here is tried.
I mean, it was... and I did tweet, and I know you don't understand this, but Ceballos had a brilliant 12 minutes. He was just brilliant for 12 minutes and then lost the plot. But there's so much to talk about because the first half, Kev, was so bad.
It was so bad.
It was so bad that, you know, we pressed for about 6 minutes and then...
PG, do you know what the first half was? Kev, I'm going to say this to you guys because, you know... like on social media today and everything, I really tried to be positive. I was sending out nothing but positive messages. I was giving people stats on our away record in Europa League, how good we've been away from home. There's everything to believe that this, and I said last night, it is so important that we win this game and we score 2 or 3 away goals because our home form is poor. And in Europa League, we've scored more goals than any other team. And it is such a smack in the face that this manager put his arrogance in front of picking the best team to win the game. Kev, I know people may think I'm crazy, but I told you a long time ago about square pegs, round holes. Manchester City played without a striker against PSG, but that's Manchester City. We haven't been able to score goals with strikers all season. And in this game, in this semi-final against Unai Emery, who was sacked by Arsenal, he chooses to do that. My mind was just blown. And still I stuck by it and I said, no, I believe in this team and their away form in this competition. He was so arrogant tonight, Arteta. Everything I've been saying about him, about his arrogance, came to fruition tonight in the most important game in our lives. What was he thinking, PG?
I don't call it arrogance. I don't see it as an arrogant thing. I think he picked the team that thought was going to win. I think he was hoping for an away goal, or we needed that desperately. That's changed it for us. As far as I was concerned, I was laughing. I was like, we're out. 2-0 down. They'll come to the Emirates. They'll score a couple. It'll all be over. We'll probably get 2-2. But
so arrogant to continue to pick Arteta
so I'm not
back, PG.
I'm not Arteta out. So for all the people that are, this is like the icing on the cake. I so understand that.
He came out in the second half without making any changes.
I will go on tonight. He was appalling, the manager, tonight. From start to finish, he was appalling. I can't deny that, but it doesn't mean I don't, just because on one game that's how I feel. I cannot sit here and defend anything. I said to Carl, I can't defend a thing he's done. The only thing is...
Not one game, PG, our most important game. Carry on.
Yeah, I can't defend him tonight, but we're going on tonight. And that is what I'm discussing right now, is tonight I don't understand much of what he's done. But then again, I will say, you know, when they scored their first goal, Kev, you wait till you see this. Not one tackle from the halfway line. It's pretty easy.
Started with Thomas Partey.
Hold on, let me finish. Right. Although until the last minute with his fantastic pass to Aubameyang was the best thing he's done all night in the 94th minute. He hasn't been very good. She's not exaggerating. He wasn't very good tonight. But none of them really were, to be honest. But no one made a tackle, and I couldn't believe it when I saw it back. And the second goal. I mean, corner, flick on, back post. It's just so easy. But it was really. Do you know what? It was really upsetting. I ended up being upset more than angry because they had no enthusiasm. They had no, it was like it wasn't even a semi-final. At least go for it. I don't understand why Ceballos was sent off. I don't get that. I get why VAR cancelled out Pepe's goal because he handballed it again. So Pepe's penalty, sorry.
Ceballos stamped on a player's foot. He's an idiot and he shouldn't have done that. He could have broken his metatarsal, and he was an absolute fool.
His argument is, and if you watch it, he was running and it hit his foot. But listen, we only know what was in his head. What we can only see. We can't judge that if it was intentional or not. I don't know. But I mean, Aubameyang in the last seconds, he owed us and he fucked up. He slipped. It was just, but everybody, 2-1. We've got an away goal. So I'm trying to hang on to that. I'm not here to talk about. Of course it's not. It's never, not when you get an away goal. And let me tell you something. We were better with 10 men, which was bizarre. We played absolutely out of our skins
when he takes risks, PG, we're so much better. He needs to just take the brakes off. He should have taken the brakes off in the first half. They're not that good.
He's not. I know. So that's why it's given me hope for next week. The first half, they were definitely much superior to us. We did look 100 times better when we went down to 10, which was bizarre because I've never seen Arteta, on the touchline that angry. I mean, beyond angry. He wasn't frustrated. He was angry. And I just feel that he is messed up big time tonight.
God,
I don't know why Cedric wasn't left back. I don't know why Xhaka wasn't in midfield. I mean, up front, he plays a false number 9. But you don't do that. We've never played it since Arteta's been here. Why would you experiment tonight?
Kev, why did he do that? Why did he do that? Why didn't he?
Maybe he's worked on it in training. He's watched videos of them.
Clearly not very well, Casey.
Whatever. But he showed them videos. He showed them how to combat them, how to break it down. And that's what he's gone with. I said it last night. Whatever he chooses, obviously, he thinks it's going to be the right thing. Obviously, the team didn't perform or whatever. He got it wrong. The team didn't perform. First half, it was atrocious. I didn't see it. But 2-0 down is atrocious.
Oh, Kev, trust me. You know it was so bad.
2-0 down is atrocious. Of course it is.
Yeah, but the whole performance was atrocious.
Let's rein it in here because good evening to okay, let me just take a minute because I have got so much in me tonight. I'm going to have to good evening to all 610 of you in live chat. Thank you so much for joining us after
we want 610 likes. No messing around.
If you don't like us.
If you were disappointed with tonight's performance, screw if you hate Tottenham, screw if you hate Kroenke. If you were disappointed with what happened tonight, hit that like button. And let me tell you something. All of your voices will be heard. I will try and get as many comments up on screen as I possibly can because your voices are the most important, okay? I have tried. I'm going to kick this off before we go into the play ratings, and I will let Casey and PG have their say, okay? I've tried so hard to defend this manager. I've been attacked. I've been pointed at. I've been told that I'm not a person who loves Arsenal. I've been told a lot of things over the last 6 to 8 months. Okay. I have been baking my humble pie because there's nothing more I'd love than to eat it. Right? Even tonight before the game, when I saw the team sheet, I was like, no. This is a European semi-final. I am behind him. I'm behind the team. If he thinks this is the best team, then fine. Even though I do not agree with Xhaka at left back, even though PG and I exchanged messages about Pepe playing up front, which really didn't work out so much for Lille, according to our very good friend of the show, Matt Spiro, when Marcelo Bielsa was there as manager, right? But we tried to find the positives in what he was trying to do. You cannot tell me that going into our most important game in our lifetime as Arsenal fans since the Barcelona Champions League final, that this manager didn't, and I never swear on this show, fuck it up royally with a crown on his head. You know what, Arteta? I cannot wait to hear your sound bites.
Well, I've got a few quotes.
Let's get to his quotes when we criticize him. Because I am sorry, he made Unai Emery look like the master of football. And I've been showing you guys the stats between Unai and Arteta. This was the game I wanted him to prove me wrong, everyone wrong. Because our away form in this competition is superior to most teams. Our goals scored away from home in this competition is superior to all teams. So tonight I was arguing with people saying, no, don't mistake Arsenal Premier League team with Arsenal Cup team. And he screwed it up, you guys. Royally. He got it wrong. Period. Across the pitch.
Okay, he got it wrong. But we're still in the tie.
Why are you not happy that we're still in the tie, so?
If there's any positive, to take from tonight, we still can go through. We are not out the tie.
I don't care if we win this tie or if we win this competition. He's lucky. He's lucky. That wasn't even a penalty. That was, no, it wasn't.
It was a pen. It was a pen. I saw it. Luckily, I was watching it. It was a pen.
PG, did you think?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I did.
Okay. Let's get. It's only half time, so chill.
I think they took Saka out.
Let's chill.
But you sound like you're not happy. We're still in the tie.
Did I say that? No.
Well, no.
You said you don't care if we win it or anything.
You sound like it.
I said I don't care if we win it because it doesn't change my opinion of him. He's
That's
garbage.
fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Well, I'll take that. I'll take winning.
We're not saying you have to change it, Sophie. We're not saying you have to. Of course you're pissed. Of course you are. And many people in the chat will be.
We are so lucky we're still in this time. My point has always been our away form is superior to everyone. It's our home form I'm afraid of. I said we need 2 or 3 away goals to win this tie. We scored 1 away goal. They can score at the Emirates. We know
but so
this.
Can we? Sophie.
Can we?
Sophie, of course. I mean, can we? Of course we can.
When have we proved that this season that we're dominant at home?
Hold on a minute. Are you telling me we haven't scored goals at the Emirates? We're not free-flowing at the Emirates, but we have scored goals at the Emirates.
All right,
and
so
we can beat this team.
Well, we didn't tonight. Let's get to.
Didn't. I get that, but we can beat them.
It was pretty bad. PG 800 in live chat. Say good evening to everybody, guys. Tell them to hit that like button, but most importantly, let's hear. I am, John. I'm pissed because I've tried. I've tried to be a good soldier.
I was like this at halftime, but I'm different now because I'm just looking at the bigger picture that we've scored an away goal and we're still in it, and there's still a chance that we could go and beat Villarreal when they get smashed to United in the final. Happy days. Yeah. That's a joke, by the way.
Okay, let's start the play ratings because that will then engage us in the football chat. PG, let's go. Who's doing the rundown? PG tonight because Kev's been working on Barcelona. By the way,
I know,
Kev,
but how's he going to get play ratings?
Now you want shocks?
Doing second half.
Now you want shocks?
Go on, what was it? I don't know.
They lost.
Barcelona had to win to go top of the league. They got beat at home by Granada 2-1 after winning at halftime 1-0. Messi scored. Cruising they were.
Mad.
And then Granada, bang, bang.
Anything is doable in football. It's a funny old game.
It's a crazy game. It's crazy.
How's he going to do player ratings? He's only seen half of it.
No, he's going to do based on second half. He'll do. He's being honest.
I can't really do much. But if
why
that
don't we
improved, if that's improved in the second half, God, don't even want to see the first.
Wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on
why don't we just talk about each player and not give a rating?
That's fine. I will give ratings. I'm ready for this shit. I didn't watch that 95 minutes.
Let me do it because you two.
Okay, let's do that. Okay.
So Leno.
Just go to Sophie first on every single one.
Okay. I also just want to say to South London's finest, PG. What rose-tinted glasses am I looking through?
And it's not Sophie and Kev. It'd be more like me and Kev.
Yeah, but what rose-tinted glasses? South London's finest. Listen.
Look at this.
Listen a minute. Hold on. Are we out of the tie?
No, but I'm getting support for the first time ever from people.
No, but that's great. But are we out of the tie?
I have a little
game.
I have a little stat for you. Arsenal have lost the first leg of a European tie 21 times. They have come back to win on 6 occasions.
That's it.
Maybe we'll make it 7.
What happened the other 15 times, PG? Is my math right?
We didn't. No.
Okay, Kev, go on then. Let's take us through the team, Kev.
So Leno. Let's look at Leno.
You're going first every time,
so Leno did not put a foot wrong tonight. You can't blame Leno for anything. And in the second half, who was it? He had a wonder save. It was like last year and the year before, vintage Leno saving the Arsenal when Aubameyang maybe couldn't score. It was that Leno type of moment.
So would that have made it 3-0 at the time?
3-1. I think 3-1. Was it 3-1?
Well, that made it 3-1.
Yes.
Well, that would have been it. That would have virtually been
it. And I said to you, Leno would have a blinder tonight, didn't I? I said he will play really well.
And we said, like, you and I were more like, you can't. Do you bench him now? What do you do if you bench him? Does it take away?
We were like that on
Yeah. But Amanda was firm on Leno, and it was just a brilliant save. You're right, Scottish Gooner. It really was. I'll give him honestly tonight. Leno deserves an 8 just for that save because that save may be the moment that kept us in the tie.
Fair
and there was
enough.
a lot of times that he was trying to hurry up play as well, Kev. There was times that you didn't see that. I agree, actually. I was going to give him an 8. I thought everyone was going to laugh at me. Didn't put a foot wrong, nothing to do with the goals. He looked devastated after the second goal. I mean, he needs to have a defence in front of him that defends. So Leno gets an 8 as well.
And did we not talk about that last night, about him feeling less confident because of the chopping and changing in front of him?
Tonight he looked like the Leno of old, and I wasn't fearful of that stupid mistake sort of thing coming.
Go on, Kev.
Callum Chambers.
Sophie, you're going.
Sophie, yeah.
Sophie's going every time first.
Okay, I wonder why. Listen, Callum Chambers, I told you guys how I feel. Arsenal Football Club are never going to progress and get to that next level when you still have players like Callum Chambers playing. Was he the worst player? No. Did he try? Yes. But by golly, do we need a right back? We need a right back who can play going forward, be fearless with the ball, be unafraid to go forward and know that they have to track back, because you'll get 2 or 3 really great Chambers games, but then you'll get the real Chambers. And I'm telling you, and I've said it, I like him. He's a good kid, but he is not the bloody answer. I mean, it's going to be hard for me to give any outfield player more than a 5 tonight. He gets a 4.
I sort of agree with that. It didn't have his best game tonight. Not many of them did, to be fair. I was going to give him a 5. I thought he tried. I thought he was more enthusiastic than quite a few of them. He tried his best in the second half to get crosses over, but yeah, he wasn't how I've seen him lately. So he'll get a 5 from me.
Okay. Beside him was Rob Holding.
Okay. Yeah. Can we do? I'm going to do Rob Holding and Mari together.
Should we do the centre halves? Okay.
Okay.
As a pair,
you know what?
Rob Holding and Pablo Mari.
You know why, Super Kev? Because we talked again on the show about our concern with the Holding Mari partnership when maybe faced with a bit of pace or a little bit more push, right? Yeah. Because we felt like Gabriel might be able to combat that a little bit more with his feet. Now, I'm not saying that, Gabriel's a smarter footballer than Mari or Holding.
No. Yeah, but his physicality and his speed gets him out of trouble.
And we had some set pieces tonight too, where I think Gabriel could have had an impact, and we missed that. And I will give Holding and Mari both 4s. I thought they were very poor tonight, especially in the first half. 0 commanding. The second goal was abysmal. The defending on that was just abysmal all the way around. It was poor.
They were exactly what she said. I never rarely agree with her, but they were poor. I thought Holding was terrible tonight. To be honest, the whole of the back 4 were terrible tonight. Yeah, I'll give him a 4. And you know what was weird? Leno was the best one out the back 5. And we haven't said that for a while, have we?
Right. Very well put, PG. And you know what else? You know what else, guys? And I mean this with so much respect, okay? When Rob Holding is the captain of Arsenal in a semi-final of a European competition.
Isn't it?
Go on, Kev. Time out me. Go on.
What I'm saying is, it's a timeout when Rob Holding is captain of Arsenal Football Club in a semi-final. We have to look at ourselves and think, what the hell's going on?
Yep.
You have to.
I think Lacazette injury, he would have been captain, obviously, and Lacazette's, we missed him so much. But why?
He'll be right for next week.
I think he'll be back regardless whether he's right or not. I also think that we miss Lacazette more than anybody. I mean, Tierney, God, can he be back next week? It could all change next week. But I wish I was at that game next week. I wish they'd let me in.
PG, Kev, this is where though, as a manager, you've got to have balls to say, okay, you know what? He may have fought in the past, but on the pitch tonight, Xhaka is the best leader to be captain. It's just, honestly, at halftime, I was on the phone with my cousin George, and I said, "Oh my God, he's made Rob Holding captain," and he's like, he's been captain since the start of the game. I'm like, what? He's not making subs and making. In my mind, I was blown because I'm thinking, wow, our most important game ever since Barcelona, and he's captain. Not that that's the difference between winning and losing, guys, but it's the mentality of how you set the team up when they go onto the pitch.
For me, there was no leaders. And second of all, he's made mistakes in defence, midfield and attack. And Arteta, I've got issues with the fact that we come on to Xhaka now, is that Cedric should be playing. I still can't get over it. I don't know what. He's on the bench, so he's fit. So I don't get it.
Maybe they had an argument.
I actually feel bad for Xhaka. You know what, Kev? You know what? You might be right. Because there's no reason for Cedric not to be playing in this game tonight.
Cedric, after what happened against Prague at home.
Something happened.
But
some words were exchanged.
Daniels. But what I would like to say is, though, even if he's at a row, right, we needed Xhaka with Partey. That works. So you've got Cedric there and you don't play him. Now, I've not got frustrated with Arteta the whole season. Today, I would like to ask him these questions. I don't understand, and I am completely Arteta in for all the 7-9 million people watching at the moment. I always have been, and I get slaughtered for it. But tonight, I cannot defend him. Kev, I don't understand. He needed Cedric there. He needed Xhaka in midfield, and he should have played Martinelli, because when Martinelli came on, he made such a difference. But for some reason, Arteta don't fancy him, and I don't know why. Anyway, let's move on. I'm sorry.
We'll get to Martinelli later.
I have a love-hate relationship with Xhaka. Sorry.
Please don't anyone blame Xhaka for tonight.
No, it's not a blame. Yeah. It's not a blame for me. I don't like Xhaka in any other position but midfield. He's done all right in the left-back positions. You can't fault him. He's done what he can. He's played his best. But tonight, he was poor. He was...
But I mean,
I thought he'd done all right second half.
Second half.
I only watched it second half.
But if you watch the goal,
it was Partey's fault.
Oh, come on. Where was Xhaka?
Oh, my God. Are you talking about the first goal?
Yeah, where was he?
Come on. Thomas Partey was the reason why that happened at the beginning, of the play.
Partey's to blame for that part.
No, there were two players there. Don't blame Xhaka for that first goal. This is the problem with Arsenal fans sometimes. It's so easy to blame him.
And it's not saying Arsenal fans, I'm saying me. And I will blame Xhaka when I need to, and I'll blame anyone when I need to.
Ceballos was also at fault.
Yes, he was. Ceballos and Xhaka were just useless. And I'm not being funny, Kev. I want you to watch the first goal. And we saw it from a really brilliant angle, actually, we were watching it coming from the halfway line. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, is anyone going to make a tackle? Anyone fancy making a tackle? Anyone? And Xhaka's pointing at Ceballos, and they let him go, and he scores.
I mean, we were in a position where Foyth...
Xhaka gets a 4 for me tonight.
He gets a 4 from me too, but we made Foyth, the Spurs reject, look like Ramos tonight.
Yeah, I saw some of his surgery runs. I was like, what's going on? Ceballos can't run. He ran past Ceballos. It's just like,
but here's where okay, that's fine. If you think I have the worst takes, well, let me find this because it's funny. Sophie has the worst takes on every single thing. No. When you continually play a player out of position, I said it was going to catch up on Arteta. Do it against Sheffield United and Slavia Prague. You can't get away with it against Everton and Villarreal. And we talked about Chikese and his threat. We talked about them, Kev.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
And the other one was a threat. I can't say his name though. Triggazori or something.
Oh, the midfield. The midfield.
Oh, I can't say it. Oh, it was. Anyway, let's move on. Come on, because we've got to do the next one, Kev's.
All right. Midfield, Kev.
He's frozen.
Oh, he's frozen. Kev's frozen in time. So we're going to go with Partey and Ceballos. Okay.
Right.
Do you want...
You go first. No, go on.
Okay. Thomas Partey.
Look at Kev.
He's frozen. Come on. Thomas Partey, listen, at Atletico Madrid, I watched him all the time, and I'm like, I dream of the day this player can play for the Arsenal. I dream of the day that he could command our midfield. But he definitely is the type of midfielder, unlike N'Golo Kante, right, and others. There are some super midfielders, PG, that can play no matter who's beside them. But Thomas Partey is actually the type of midfielder that needs a great partner beside him, or a supportive partner, which is why we were on the train last night saying Xhaka and Partey in midfield, right? And stop shooting. He's the worst shooter in the world. He shoots tequila shots worse than a 16-year-old trying to get drunk at a prom night. You know what I mean? He's just, and I think it's because of the structure under Diego Simeone. It shows you kind of more of Diego Simeone's tactical prowess versus Arteta, which is why he was able to operate the way he was. But he also had better players around him at Atletico. I mean, I just think he's been dreadful lately. I'll give him a 4.
Oh, he was dreadful tonight. He did one superb pass. Oh, he's back. And now I'm on top.
I don't know what's happening with this internet. It must be like Arsenal first half.
I think Thomas Partey just took you out because I took him out.
So we're talking about Partey and Ceballos, aren't we?
Right.
Yeah,
so I'm up to Partey. She's giving him a 4. I agree with everything she said. He did one beautiful pass at the end to Aubameyang, and that was it. The whole game.
His highlight.
He has to stop shooting. He has to. I think he even got a yellow card for arguing over Ceballos' sending off. Yeah. I actually feel like he looks like he's lost quite a bit of weight as well. So he's lost his bulk, which I'm not sure is a good thing either. We want that beast in midfield. I actually thought at one point it was Saka. I was like, that's Partey. He's lost quite a bit of weight. I'm disappointed. I'm upset. I'm concerned at the way Partey's playing, because at the very beginning when he came in, he was sublime and he was exactly what we needed until he got his knee injury. And then I don't know what we do at Arsenal. I really don't. But anyway, Partey tonight, I can't give him more than a 4. I couldn't. So, yeah.
And Ceballos gets a 0.
No.
Yes. He gets a 0 because you know why? He's a 0 this season. I don't want to see this guy. You guys, when Xhaka threw his shirt off and did his whole thing, no one wanted to see Xhaka play for Arsenal ever again. I'm telling you right now, this guy, send him back to Real Madrid today. If he can't fly, send him on a boat. If you can't get on a boat, send him with a driver. I will pay for the driver personally for him to go back to Real Madrid, because if this guy spins me right round, baby, like a record, baby, right round one more time the way he plays football, I may lose my eyeballs by stabbing myself in my own eyes if I have to watch this guy play for Arsenal one more time. He has screwed up in this competition twice. Arteta still shows faith in him. He is absolute rubbish when he's playing with Partey in midfield. He will be good for 10 or 12 minutes. He's a liability. Graham Hunter, I told you guys, told me there's a bit of a chip in him where he gets a little crazy. And we saw it tonight.
Arteta, I've got some quotes and I've got loads. So let me start reading some on the players. Arteta on Ceballos red card. We talked at half time that we have to be careful. I was going to take him off, and by the time Gabby was ready to come on, the action happened and he was out. And interestingly, Cole said to me at half time, he's got to be careful. He's got to use his brains. He's on a yellow. He'll probably go. And I didn't really take much notice.
Yeah. Sophie just said that.
And Cole said that. And maybe on Spanish soil, he's lost his, he's gone a bit fiery.
It's a semi-final, we shouldn't.
But Kev, there was about 15 minutes where he was amazing. It was bizarre in the first half. He was brilliant. And I actually tweeted, he's definitely turned up. And then he went to pants. Yeah. So he'll get a 4 for me just for those 15 minutes. But I can't, he's not consistent enough. He's not good enough. And hopefully he'll be...
it was a stupid challenge. At that point, you've got a yellow card. Be a little bit smarter. But he can't be. He stepped on the guy. He stepped on him.
It often happens,
The referee was a bit dodgy, to be honest with you. He made some kind of crazy... He was not bad, but
alright.
like, you know,
He was card happy, wasn't he? He was card
he was.
But they are European refs, aren't they? They're very different.
Yeah, but that's why you got to be smart.
Yeah. Well, but you got to be smart. You got to have brains, Kev.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And to be fair, I'm still not sure if he was just running and trod on his foot. I don't know.
No, well, if you are, it's a free kick.
Well, then, that's what he got. But it was a second yellow. It wasn't a straight red. But anyway, right. Next one.
Martin Odegaard, his first game back. What was he like?
Absolute rubbish tonight, Martin Odegaard. He did nothing. But again, I think because it's, you know, a player in his position, Kev, when you don't have that protection in midfield, and he was having to do too much, right? So he wasn't able to have that time on the ball. He wasn't able to be as creative, especially in that first half. He never had the time to be able to do, right? And it was really hard to watch him because, you know, he's a very talented player who's probably going to take on the Modric role at Real Madrid next season. And to see him not be able to do the things we've seen and fallen in love with him since he's joined the Arsenal was really tough. But that's because of what was happening behind him. He never had the time on the ball tonight. He never did. He gets a 3 for me, and I feel horrible saying that about a player that has the talent to change a game.
It never worked.
No,
out
it didn't.
for him.
It didn't. No,
it didn't work out. He didn't turn up. I didn't even know he was on the pitch. I honestly was so disappointed because, you know, when you hear his name, you think great,
Quality,
he's back.
You think quality, don't you?
Oh God, he was the opposite to that.
It was bad tonight. It was probably one of his worst games.
Well, it was the worst game I've seen him play for us, to be honest. But
so
it's
PG,
just,
what do you give him?
Just I'll give him a 4. But I just think he came back from injury and he tried, but nothing was working. Nothing. No.
Okay, let's get to Bukayo Saka.
Right, and we talk about him. I've got a quote.
I mean, he tried, and I think players like Saka try too hard sometimes because they feel the weight of the world on their shoulders. And again, no outlet, you know, a little bit confusing maybe Kev, because you had the false 9 going on. At first, everyone thought Pepe was going to be playing down that middle, but in that first half, ESR, in the first 20 minutes, especially, ESR took on that role. But I'll tell you something, he tried. You could tell he was trying to affect the game. And just for his effort, he gets a 5.
And he won the penalty, which I thought was a really good action.
Yes. Yeah. Well said, Kev.
To drive at them.
Why do people think easy? Why are people saying he dived?
It wasn't a dive. He got
caught. Dive. Loads of people saying he dived.
He definitely got caught. Well, at least I was around to see that.
Yeah.
He did get caught. So again, let me just say this, please, PG. For what I saw and the pockets he was getting in, it would have been easy for him to just keep the ball. But he got the ball and he drove inside the box. And he committed people inside the box. Got a penalty. Exactly. Pepe stuck it away. And that's our lifeline, isn't it? That's our lifeline. So
yeah. But this is interesting because Arteta on Saka playing well again. He said, we're very used to that this season. It tells us that we need to do much more in other areas because we cannot rely all the time on him. So he recognises that, which is great.
Well, we can't rely on you either, Arteta, so shut up.
I thought you meant me.
No, she did mean you, PG.
She did, I know.
So what do you give Saka? PG?
I'm going to give Saka a 6. I think he really tried. As you said, he made the penalty. And I just feel sorry for him because the weight of the world's on it. The weight of the Arsenal world is on his shoulders because everyone's looking to him when Lacazette isn't playing. They all need to take responsibility.
Do you know what he did, PG? I agree with Shano. If that was given against us, I would have been spewing.
Two players took him out. I don't know what. I must have looked at something different.
It was a little bit soft, right? But let me tell you what Kev said. He put us in a position, and he kept doing that. He was one that kept trying.
He won us that. He definitely won us that.
Yes.
I still think it was a thing.
Yes. Okay.
Nicolas Pepe.
Oh man, let me tell you, I was hoping for him to have a cult hero moment tonight, and I tell you, another one who gets a 5 for his effort. Right, Nicola Pepe tried, and you could see his was going to burst out of his chest from trying. Right, and well, thank you. Someone likes me, and stepping up to take that penalty, the pressure with no Oba, no Lacquer. And everyone keeps telling you you're the most expensive signing in Arsenal's history. And the fact that he stepped up, and I swear to God, I paused it because I said, look at this kid, man. The sweat, everything running, like all of it. And I was thinking, I just looked at the screen, and I swear to God, this is what I did. I paused it and I said, I pray that you score this just for you, more than me and the Arsenal fans. And I was so happy that he scored that penalty, because if he'd have missed it, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could have dealt with that just for him. And I've been hard on him, but kudos to him. He tried. And I'm not being funny. In a game like this, you kind of see that he's one of our best players. And Arteta continues to just screw around with him positionally. Just set the guy up to succeed. Give him time, let him roll. I thought Pepe tried his heart out tonight. And maybe I'm not giving him a high enough mark. I might push my 5 to a 6, because he really, really tried.
And he scored, and he took the penalty.
And he took the penalty, the pressure.
The guts to do that. I was going to say that. The guts to do that in the because that could be make or break. And the fact that you're 2-0 down away from home playing shite, not him, but the team. I thought first half he didn't track back enough. I thought second half he worked his socks off. So he'll get a 6 from me. But I like Pepe, and I have done since day one. He is very different. I understand, when I had that Q&A the other day, what they meant about him. He's slightly different to what... he's just not the norm. I can't explain it.
Which is a good thing. It's a great point.
I like different. I really do. And I think that he's not scared to be shown. He doesn't hide. That's what I was trying to say. He doesn't hide.
And that's why I upped it, because in my mind, I'm like, I'm not being fair with the 5. He deserves, maybe, and he gets a 6 maybe because his teammates were so rubbish around him. But what
did I give him? Yeah, I give him a 6.
You give him a 6.
Yeah.
Well, just like any top player, they need support, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Odegaard needs support. Saka
and the
needs
support would have been Lacquer for all of them. For all of them.
Exactly. He knits it together, doesn't he? So we get to Emil Smith-Rowe, ESR, playing in an unfamiliar centre-forward role.
I mean, talk about be set up. Kev, can you explain this to me as a player? Because I thought that of all the players, especially in that first half, and I don't know if PG Tips agrees with me here, but I thought Smith-Rowe was the one that was set up to fail even more than Xhaka, the two of them. Because we know what ESR can do, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, Kev?
My thinking is the reason why ESR played there is because ESR is an instinctive player. He's not a Lacazette, but he plays with instinct. And you probably don't play Pepe there because Pepe ain't good with his back to goal.
Correct.
Pepe needs to be going that way. He's not good with his back to goal, getting it and then turning, because the big centre-halves will have him. Yeah. So ESR is more clever with his back to goal because he plays one touch, 2 touch, and he'll get it and do something different and might open something up. Maybe that's what they've worked on in training. Obviously, it didn't work tonight. But that's the only reason I could think, because Smith-Rowe he's a quality player. It's just like when Man City, for instance, play De Bruyne up front. You think, why is De Bruyne playing there? But De Bruyne does stuff that nobody can do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's more experienced, Kev, to kind of combat certain situations in a game. Yeah,
but ESR's quality is why he probably played him there. Look, it didn't work out, and maybe this is one that we just have to take because we want Lacquer and everyone fit for next week.
So Super Kev, though, why didn't he play Martinelli in that role, who's a bit more instinctive? Why didn't he do that? Or even, I mean, I don't want to throw Balogun into the mix here, but why? Let's just say Martinelli.
I'll tell you why. I've said it before. Martinelli is a winger. He's not a centre forward.
That's what Carl said.
The thing for Martinelli's got great attributes, but his best attribute is not the link man. It's not to bring people into the game. It's not to hold the ball up. He's a runner. And he will cause all sorts of problems because he's quick, he's direct, and all that. But being the link man as a number 9, when you've got Saka wide, you've got Pepe there, that's not his game. That's all.
I just think even if he had played ESR in that 10 role, you had Pepe, you had Martinelli, Pepe on the right, Martinelli on the left, and I mean, if you're going to take these kind of risks that he did tonight, why not play Balogun down the middle? Or I don't know. Like, it just felt like ESR, the moment was lost. That whole combination of having Pepe, ESR, it just felt like he got it wrong there completely.
And another reason probably why he played ESR, because ESR's been playing. Do you understand what I mean? He's been playing. He's fit. He's ready to go. He can link the play. Maybe that's the thinking, because at the end of the day, if you play a false 9, you're playing a false 9 for a reason. What you're trying to do is keep control of the ball and get your better players up there in good positions to attack them. Obviously, I didn't watch the first half, so I can't really say, but you mentioned we were awful first half. It didn't work out.
No, it didn't.
And
he came out without changes, Amanda.
I felt sorry for ESR, to be honest, because he tried his best. It just wasn't working. But there was points where we had the ball and there was no one in the box. And you look around and go, well, who's going to score? Where's the striker? I understand why you play that way. I wouldn't have played that way tonight. But I don't even know how we would mark ESR, because I'd give him a 4, because he just... There was nothing there.
That's fair. If it never worked out, it never worked out.
It didn't work out, but he tried.
Yes, nothing personal. Yeah,
and I feel really bad on the
players though tonight. It's not on the players tonight. It's not.
Well, it is. Of course, it is. They stepped over the white line and didn't do it. So,
are you seriously putting this loss on the players?
Well, Arteta wasn't on the pitch to kick the ball, I'm afraid. So Arteta wasn't to buy or stamp.
Are you seriously?
Right, we're going through. No. We'll do this at the end. I've got about a million quotes I need to read. What's the next one? I can't wait
to hear Arteta's excuses.
So what are we going to do with the subs? Martinelli, Aubameyang, Willian and El Neni came on. So
right, Martinelli was the best one out of all of them.
Yeah.
He'd probably get a 5 for me for trying. And he actually backed up the defender. Oh, my brain's gone. Xhaka. He actually really helped out as well, which is something he didn't used to do. So that's definitely an improvement. So he'll get a 5 from me.
Who?
Martinelli.
Yeah, he gets a 5 just for the fact that he once again showed in the limited time that he had to come on, he tried to affect change.
Yeah, he did try.
Yeah.
Well, Aubameyang was on for 5 minutes. Willian and El Neni came on 90.
They don't count.
For a minute. No.
Yeah,
and then Aubameyang, to be fair, Aubameyang, let's just go on a few quotes here, because what Arteta is saying about Aubameyang was, Arteta says Aubameyang wasn't ready to play more minutes than he did tonight, which we know because he's had malaria, for God's sake. Yeah. And he hopes to get back some other players for the second leg. This is where it could just be a bit, could change a little bit. I've got loads of quotes here. Where do you want me to start?
The time he should have changed the game was at half time. So let's hear. I would like to hear from the coach.
Well, let me hear from Saka and we'll do that. Okay. Saka says there are a lot of positives in the second half, but we started badly. We lost every duel and didn't create anything. Kev, we didn't have one shot on goal in the first half, just to let you know. Our second half performance was much better and we showed we had the better players. We were the best when we were at 10v10. To start the game like that makes it impossible to have a chance of scoring. This is still Saka. It's really frustrating, but I'm happy we picked ourselves up and managed to score. Sounds like the captain, doesn't he? Sounds like the bloody captain. Lundberg on Pepe. I've seen him taking penalties in training and he's very, very good at them. I was sure he was going to score. Arteta, we didn't want to come here and lose, but with 10 men at 2 down, we'll take that. In the first half, we didn't have enough desire. We wasn't brave enough. We had good possession with no cutting edge. The second half was different. We didn't want to come here and lose, obviously. After the way the game developed, you have to take the result. 2 different halves. Arteta and Saka, I've read out. What changed in the second half? We started to be us. And in the first half, there were so many moments when we weren't us. On Gabriel Martinelli, Lundberg, I thought he was amazing when he come on. Keown, the manager doesn't like him. It's as simple as that. Arteta, in the first half, we weren't clear with the high press. We started to chase. We didn't have enough desire to attack the box. The red card, sorry. After conceding the goal, we disorganised ourselves in the high press. We didn't give ourselves a chance to get set in the final third because we weren't precise on the ball. Arteta on whether his team selection was wrong. Obviously, when you lose, you always get it wrong. After the red card, we knew we had to fight back because we could completely be out the tie. We took our chances and it came good for us. Emery, the penalty was not a penalty. Arsenal, this is the last couple of quotes. Arteta on Arsenal's chances in the second leg. I am confident if we are us, we are going to have a chance to win. Arteta on Leno's display. Yeah, he was very good when we needed him at 2-0. He saved us. And at the end, we had a big chance with Uber, but we weren't able to equalise. Thank you, Carl, for working so hard with all those quotes. Yeah, interesting. If we're going to mark Arteta.
Yeah, mark the manager.
Go on, Soph, because this will go on for about 15 minutes. You've got 2 minutes.
Why do I have 2 minutes?
Because it's 5 to 11 and I know what you're going to say. Just give him a mark. It will just say it all.
1. For showing up.
Moving on. I'll give Arteta probably a 3 tonight, Kev. That's how bad I think he was with his he's got it wrong. I think it would have been
so lucky we got that penalty. I mean, he is.
Yeah, but we're lucky. As fans, we're lucky because we've got a chance in the semi-final of the Europa League. I see it like that. I'm trying to be positive.
I still believe we have a shot, but our shot is less percentage-wise because he completely effed up this game royally. His worst managed game of the entire season at a time when he should have had his best managerial game of the season. I mean, you know, he's lucky, we're lucky that we got a lucky penalty and that it's 2-1. And then we have an away goal. But you know what? We give up goals and we're not great at home. And he's made it harder for his players. I mean...
So do you not give the players any responsibility whatsoever? 100% this is on Arteta.
Absolute. Tonight, this loss, setting the team up the way they did with the players going out there trying to do their best, because we saw Saka trying to play his heart out, Pepe trying to play his heart out, Martinelli, once again, when given just a few minutes, try and play his heart out. We saw Leno try not to make mistakes, be more commanding.
So what about the defending then?
That's an Arsenal.
No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You said so. You're gonna blame the manager about the defending.
Yes, I'm gonna blame the manager for everything tonight.
As I said, we don't need to go into it. We just
hold on a second, right? If he'd have put Xhaka in midfield with Partey, then maybe that doesn't happen on the first goal. Maybe there's a bit more protection in midfield, right?
Sophie, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But
come on, picking Xhaka at left back was a mistake against Villarreal, and we talked about it on the show last night, and we all agreed. Don't defend him for this game. We're lucky we're still in it, and as a fan, I believe we can still get a result.
Sophie, shush.
I'm not defending him. I'm just saying there was 2 poor goals that the team gave away. And is that down to the manager or is that down to the team? I'm not saying that Arteta got it. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying that Arteta got it right. I'm saying the team have to get some accountability too.
Yeah,
all season. It's always the players. Are you telling me?
Did you not hear me, Sophie?
No, you know what? I'm tired of listening to you guys defend this guy when he screws up.
I'm not defending him. I'm saying simply, I'm not saying Arteta got it right. But you cannot tell me when the team don't defend properly, it's down to the manager.
We haven't defended properly since Arsene Wenger was manager. So at least set your players up.
At least defended properly then.
At least
we didn't then.
Jesus Christ.
I think people have quite a bit of revision there, don't they?
You know what? You know what? Here's the scoop. I still believe in my club because of our pedigree in cup games. I believe that we could still get a result and go to Europa League. I'm the one at the beginning of the season that said this is the title that I want. This is the cup that I want. I'll sacrifice everything for this. Mm-hmm. And all I'm saying is tonight, our manager did not set the team up to win effectively on the road where we've been dominant in this competition. He made 2 or 3 faux pas.
And we are not saying you're wrong. We totally agree.
We never said you're wrong.
100%. I've agreed with you, and I don't agree with you on Arteta ever.
I've never said you're wrong.
I started the conversation off with that. But I'm asking you if you're blaming him 100% and nothing to do with the players.
I'm blaming Arteta completely for this loss tonight, yes.
No way. He's not the one. No. I will blame Arteta 75% for tonight and 25%.
Okay. Well, there's a 25% difference.
Woo! Mm. Yeah. But there's still a different. I'm not letting off any of those players tonight.
Listen, this is what I would say. Arteta got it wrong.
Yeah.
Arteta got it wrong. But we are still in with a chance.
Because Lady Luck is on our side, not because Arteta managed us to have a chance.
Do you know what?
Let's be clear.
We could have been Roma tonight.
At halftime, why after an abysmal first half, why did he not try and change it at halftime when we were so bad? And then we went down to 10 men, and then he tried to change it. Guys,
well, he did, but if you read he wanted to bring Gabby on. He was going to change it, but he was warming up, and then Tobias got sent off. So that's what he said in his quote. I was getting Gabby on. So you can't say that. He did try and change it. Not many managers, apart from Emery, will change it at half time. They just don't. They have their game plans, normally 60, 70 minutes.
Because Arteta's game plan has been so wonderful. This season in the Europa League, we've had a little bit of luck. This is why I believe we can still get to the final. We got a little luck against Benfica.
Do you think
a little luck against Slavia Prague? All right, here and there. We got lucky tonight, and we got that away goal. We didn't get the goal because Arteta managed the game perfectly.
Oh, now it's the players that got the goal. Yeah.
Hold on, I've been backing the players all night. What are you talking about? You're the one that hasn't backed the players. You said it's the players' fault.
Yeah, it's funny. Right, listen, I can see everyone absolutely having a go at me. I think it's quite funny, really, because we're all entitled to our opinion. And it's
because of Pepe that we've got a chance, because he buried that penalty.
Well, it's actually because of Saka that we got a chance.
I already said that. I already said that.
Praise the players for getting it.
Look,
but we won't.
It's a bad day at the office. But
have a go at the players for playing shit in the first half. But we got a chance. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me finish. Arteta's fault in the first half, or mainly the game, because of how he set up. But it wasn't his gain of Saka and Pepe getting the penalty. It was theirs. You can't have it both ways.
What
you can't have it both ways.
Talking about?
You're praising the players for getting it and criticising him. You need to criticise the players
because sometimes people do things despite those who lead them. Do you not understand that?
Professional players. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway.
Oh
God! It's an hour now.
Listen. It's a bad day at the office.
Not been an hour. It's 2 minutes to the hour.
Come on, Akane. You staying with me?
We didn't turn up. But we're in the tie.
Yes, thankfully to Pepe and Saka and
that's right.
That's players.
Right. No, you're right.
Not because of the manager.
Players, I agree.
The players, 100%. The players got us a chance. Players got us a chance, 100%. So, listen, we're still in a fight. We're not Roma. They conceded 6 tonight.
God, 2-0 up they were, or 2-1.
2-1 up at half time, and they conceded at 5 in the second half.
Amazing what Ole did with United, isn't it? The player that everyone wanted out, and I mean, I'm hoping that we have the same type of. I've always said if Arteta can do what Ole can do, then I'm all in. I just think that tonight he set us back by his team choice, and it could have been a little bit more it just could have been a little bit more robust, and he did not do that. But I still believe, despite him, these players can play and get the result.
I've got a couple of more quotes. First one, Emery, which doesn't make sense. Emery, it was a penalty that was not a penalty.
That sums him up then, doesn't it?
VAR, you're taking the piss out of Emery, really?
No, I don't really understand what he means. It was a penalty that was not a penalty. Anyway, VAR should be able to give justice in what is such a clear situation. Anyway, Nicolas Pepe, we believe we have quality and we had a chance at the end to make it 2-2. They keep going on about that Aubameyang chance, don't they? We're going to have to give it our all at home, and we're ready to do that. This competition is the most important for us. Well, of course it is, because we're not in any other competition.
Who said that?
Pepe, Nicky Pepe.
Poor Pepe, thrown out. Where's the captain? Where's Aubameyang giving interviews? Where's he?
No, the only one that's actually come out looks like Saka. Saka, Arteta and Pepe just on the last few minutes.
Oh my God. Okay, so perfect. That's the late night football show wrapping up here. Does anyone else have any closing comments? Like in a trial where the defense and the prosecution.
I've got something to say. Listen, I missed the first half, and I'm pleased I did.
Lucky you.
Because it sounds like an absolute horror show, right? But just like bloody Arsenal take us up and down in the roller coaster, we have a chance next week. We could have been out of sight, we could have been gone, but we have a chance. So I'm going to stick to trying to be a bit positive as we have a chance next week. I know there's people against Arteta and everything. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, those people suck.
No, but we are still in with a chance. And as long as we got a chance, I'm all right.
Look at this stat, you guys, real quick. Thanks, Rohan. 2 shots on target in 90 minutes. One was a penalty and one was by Aubameyang in the 93rd minute. People arguing that red was only for 20 minutes exactly. PG, what's your closing argument for this evening? Thank you, Super Kevin Campbell. I wish you could play in the return leg. Don't ruin my Easter, everybody, for crying out loud.
Oh, when's your Easter?
It's now, yeah.
Sophie, here's the funny thing.
My fringe is horrible tonight. Go on, Kev.
If the players don't turn up in the semi-final, no matter who's on the pitch.
Well, they showed up tonight. They did.
No, but you just said the manager got it wrong.
Up.
But they never showed up in the first half.
No, they didn't show up. They showed up when we went down to 10 men.
Yeah, but that's my point. Yeah, you've got to try and keep yourself in the game. And I'm so pleased that they did keep themselves in the game.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll tell you one thing I'll give him credit for. He said something at halftime that galvanized them. It's a shame he didn't have anything to say before the game to galvanize them for the first half. But I appreciate the fact that he was able to say something to galvanize them for the second half.
I'm not sure he did. I think the sending off galvanized him. I think they were all so angry that even Party got a yellow. I don't think he did anything in the second half.
So you just completely underlined my comment that he just basically does nothing.
No, I'm just talking about half time this time. He obviously went into that game thinking we could win with this sort of setup. And I don't understand it because he couldn't. You just don't play. You don't experiment on a semi-final. Experiment against Newcastle on the weekend when it means nothing, whether we win, lose or draw. We need to win the weekend for our confidence more than anything else. We need to go into next Thursday all guns blazing. Next Thursday, whether you want Arteta out or not, that's totally your prerogative. But we need to take that out on Thursday. We need to give them good vibes. That's all I'm trying to say.
Did you see my tweets before today's game? I ate shit
I'm not
and humble
only
pie.
talking about you. I'm talking about the millions of comments I can see. It's not all about you, Sophie. I'm talking about them.
You just contradicted yourself on the Arteta. He didn't say anything to them, and it was the players that galvanized themselves after the penalty. You just said that. You just contradicted yourself.
I didn't say the penalty. I said I think
you said that Arteta had nothing to do with that. It was
let me finish.
Go on.
when Ceballos was sent off, they felt very hard done by it. And I just have a feeling it wound them up. Maybe Arteta said something at halftime that added a little bit. I don't know. But I think it was more the sending off. I think they felt hard. No, I think they felt hard done by and they went for it. Well, about fucking time. Listen, they should be docked their wages tonight, all of them. You
said it was the players that made the comeback, not Arteta.
But no, I'll stand by that. I do. I think
even your boyfriend, Xhaka, is not happy with you right now.
I think Ben Cole, Xhaka, PG exposed herself. I go, for everyone watching, let me just explain. I go game by game. I don't have an Arteta agenda out like hundreds of you do. So you love all this. I think people love it, and I find it a problem.
Our listeners tonight are not.
I find it a problem.
I find it a problem
when I see tweets wanting us to lose. So Arteta goes.
That's not our listeners. The people in chat tonight have said, and I quote, some of them are like, I've defended him for so long, I can't defend him tonight. And a lot of them are like, I'm still believing we're still in it. Not a lot of people have been saying, I've not seen anybody in our live chat that has said, I want him to lose so we can replace him. Not one person. I will go back and look at that, and I will post it if someone does.
But I find it sad that if you're an Arsenal fan, you should want us to wallop them 5-0 next Thursday. Regardless of whether you are intent in getting Arteta out. You want Arsenal to win a trophy this season? Or do you want you to be right? Is it more important for you to be right? That's all I'm saying. Remember, in chat is not the only people that listen to this pod. Quite a few thousand listen after we've gone off air. And I will say this again. I blame Arteta 75% tonight, and I will blame the players 25%. And I've said it all along. I think that adds up to 100%. I'm shattered. A long day in the office today. But I will say...
You know this way. I'm just watching and smiling now. There's no neck to Brook.
Look, Cliff Bastin.
Because you didn't watch the first. Why you're rapid? Because you didn't watch the first half.
Yes, Cliff. Listen, we go again. You know, we got to dust ourselves down. It wasn't great, but we're still in it.
Yeah, we are. We are still in it. And you know what? Until tomorrow.
Okay, I've just seen a comment then. Darren Sullivan. I don't care if we lose. There's my point. That's not an Arsenal fan. I'm sorry, Darren. You've criticised me.
He's the first of the night. Hold on.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Hope we win next week.
You can blame Arteta every week. You can want him
100%. Granite. If I don't care if we lose. You know why? He's not saying he's not saying I don't care if we lose because I want him fired and I want all these things. He's just an apathetic fan who's over it, who doesn't want to deal with the heartache. He's not saying anything. It's not a great thing what he's saying.
Well, I care if we lose. Next week on this podcast, if we've lost, I'll be devastated. But there we go.
Well, listen, let's just leave it at this, okay? We still believe it's 2-1. We got an away goal. We're playing at home where we're garbage, but that doesn't make a difference. And we live in hope that some other players might be able to be fit for this game. Clearly, as you know, important games come and go, we realize that we miss those big players. I think we're all exhausted. We're wearing it on our hearts and our sleeves, on our faces. It was a tough game tonight, and it didn't go the way we had planned. I absolutely felt we were going to win this game.
We all did.
Because of our away record, and it didn't happen. And I believe we could have had the manager just made 2 or 3 different choices. And that's it. So we go again next week. And until then, let's close the show.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow, aren't we? We're going to see them tomorrow.
I'm out tomorrow night. I'm out tomorrow night.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
First time in about a year.
Wait, you went and got your hair done, though? That's
No, this is just the straight look because I couldn't be bothered to curl it. No, I'm going out, but I'm going to try and log on for 5 minutes to say hello from wherever I am. I'm going to try if I get signal.
Well, it's Kevin says tomorrow night.
Oh, Kev.
Based on tonight's performance, be prepared, Gooners, because Kev's going to come out you with his questions and his bonus question, and you better be ready because tomorrow night's fan forum is Kevin says.
Kev, wear your tin hat, darling. Wear your
tin hat. No, I don't know what I need a tin hat for.
Because you're going to get it.
I deal with them in the chat. I debate them. I batter them. I broke the neck. I
broke the
them
neck.
up in there.
Do you know what I love the most when he says, when he records it, is at the end when he goes, "I will deal with you in chat." It's just, it's like Michael Corleone, you know, like delivering
and off air when he goes, "Bring it on, bring it on,
bring it on, man." Listen, dealing with Arsenal fans is a pleasure, whether it's good or bad. We're all a family, so we deal with each other. That's it.
All right.
And until that moment, I saw that comment. I thought we all wanted the same thing. We all wanted to win.
We do. But let me do one more thing because I have to. Because
yes,
last night to get a ticket, I'm going to give away a free ticket right now. The highbury@gmail.com. The first person to send an email, and because she got her hair done, she's going out tomorrow night.
I have not
wait, I'm not doing a Kev question for the first time. I'm going to do an Amanda question. How old is Amanda? How old is Amanda?
And I'm not 83.
No.
And it might be as many goals as Kanu has scored.
Did Amanda go to the Anfield game in 89? Yes or no?
Oh, how old was Amanda at that game? You could do that one. Right, I've got to leave you with just something that's food for thought.
That's a serious question to win the Kanu.
How old am I? How old am I? Oh, look at this, 21, 26, 30. I love them.
Look at these little crawlers right here.
1 minute they want you at PG out, and now it's like, oh, PG, you're so nice. PG tips.
PG, you look so young.
Tips, you look so young. And Barry's like, PG's 89.
I can see 25.4, 50, 43, 52, 21. Okay. None of those.
The highbury@gmail.com. On a serious note, email me how old is PG and you can win this Kanu.
How old am I on the 29th of April? That's fine.
Kev and I were talking about how it's the greatest hat trick ever in the history of the Premier League. I mean, it's fantastic. Like, forget about it. All right, let's close the show. Let's do it.
Right, I've just got a quick Arteta on ESR as a false nine. They asked him, is it this? Is it?
Well, you just got to be married there, I'm sure. Get Carl going. Someone said, would you marry him? Carl, come on.
Would someone marry me? Can you marry me, PG?
Tiger and Goon, I love it.
I'm being serious. I've got a quote here. Thank you, Tiger. Arteta on ESR as a false nine. It is the decision I made, thinking that it was the best way to play, but the game was conditioned after 4 minutes, so it is difficult to assess whether it would work or not. Conceding the set piece as well changed it. I think he's been asked about that. Right, Keown breaks down the issue of Arsenal using Granit Xhaka as a fullback in Kieran Series' absence. We haven't got time, so let's go. Okay, thank you, everyone. Good luck with guessing how old I am. I'm surprised no one's actually got it yet.
Wait, they're not. No, they have to email. It's on a timestamp, so the first person gets the free ticket.
What's the email address, Soph?
I've said it a few times. It's the highbury@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah. The highbury@gmail.com. How old am I? Anyway, thank you for joining us. There's about 800-900 of you tonight. I'm so sorry we were shit. It's not actually my fault, to be honest.
PG.
No, not us. But I say us because I talk us like it's Arsenal. I am us. The Arsenal were terrible. I was enough to know better. That's my boyfriend.
And Granite, don't
I
forget Granite.
love you, PG, my love.
Someone said I was 69.
Kev, she wants him out the club, and look, he just loves her.
He loves her. Oh, my God. Go on, Granite.
Yes, a bit rude. That's a bit rude.
69. I can't comment now because someone actually got it right. So anyway, right. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. We're finishing the show. I will be back post-game against Newcastle or for 2 minutes tomorrow night, holding a Prosecco probably. I need a drink. And after that game, we all need a drink. So keep positive. I know most of you want him out, but he's our manager for the time being. We could get to a final. There's still a chance. Kev's not going to break the neck. She's not going to use her sword. But what we are going to do is always support Arsenal. Always Arsenal.